Hello and welcome back to Fate Stay Night. My name is Maybe Dennis, and last time we start off with Sakura telling us that she's really awkward with Saber after their little fight. Afterwards, we go to school and we talk with Tiger and Tosaka. Tosaka maintaining our truce, saying, I'll go for Zoken, and you go for that Black Shadow thing, and we're like, ah, crud. Later on, we go home just to find out Saber is dead, and we're getting zapped by Ilya, and Ilya's gonna do some Ilya stuff to us as we head over to a game over. Later, in another ending, Tosaka actually goes to the Mato estate, and she can't seem to find Zoken, but she makes sure to stay for a little bit just to tell Shinji that he's a bitch. Afterwards, Saber and Shirou end up going to Rito Temple, and there we end up getting separated by a wall of bugs. And Saber ends up fighting with Assassin just to kind of get beat because Assassin wasn't alone. He's actually pairing up with the shadow thing that ends up kind of absorbing Saber. Meanwhile, Shirou's trying to fight Zoken, but loses his weapon and then tries to run away just to get his legs kind of chopped off. And yeah, we resulted in another game over, which really sucks. But today, we're going to go over and do some other choices. Right now, you might see that it's a little bit green, but I realized when I chose the choice, only like maybe 2 screens in, I realized my mic wasn't recording. So you didn't really miss much. As you can see in the flowchart, only one event forward. But yeah, we're going to continue this fight. And yeah, my first choice is going to be Trust Saber, because I think using a command spell would be the right situation in this case, but I don't think things will actually pan out that way. Oh. No, I can't make any careless moves. I'm worried about Saber, and I want to write to her right now and make sure that she's okay. But that would mean turning my back on Zoken. That would be a fatal mistake. Defend yourself, Saber. Shirou, that's what Saber told me. Then I need to hold out here until the last possible second. Oh, you guys are close. Are you as close to her as you are to my granddaughter? I won't let Zoken's words sway me. I get a good grip on the Kyosaku stick and tense up, ready to respond to any attack. Meanwhile, we were just like, Saber, save me! And if you can't, Tosaka, save me, please! Zoken's murderous intent vanishes. The old mage takes a step back, melting into the wall of insects. Damn, now we're alone. His presence fades. I stare into the shadows where he should be. That's a lot of ellipses. A full minute passes. Oh god, huh? I hear wind howl from afar. Then my left hand throbs with pain. Oh, right now Saber is getting sucked. The back of my hand is tingling. It hurts where the command spells are, almost like I'm bleeding there. But actually, am I in the Oh, I'm still here, okay. Tragic trust.
Saber.
I feel awful dread. I feel awful dread. I feel awful dread. The pain in my left hand, the howling wind gone silent. I hear the old mage chuckle from within the mass of hostile bugs. And like that, it seems like we've lost Saber. That really sucks. My mind is paralyzed. My vision freezes. What is he talking about? What? That's bullshit, right? My left hand hurts. It really hurts. My command spells are still there. They're growing fainter by the second, like they're about to fade, but they aren't gone yet. And Saber still has to be out there, ready to come to me right now. Oh, so he ends up using his command spells. I scream, trying to drown out the pain. I cram as much magical energy as I can into my left hand. I don't know how to use a command spell. But they're supposed to respond to their master's wishes. I'll summon Saber to me right now. Ah! Nothing happens. The command spells definitely reacted, and then they stopped. There's nothing wrong with the command spells. Then that must mean that the servant they called is already... You know, because we got the interlude first, which, you know, it happened here, I love how they're both wrong. Because Saber did lose to Assassin. Oh. He calls it my holy land. Motherfucker! Woo! I run. I charge at the enemy before me, trying to shake off the pain in my left hand and the horrible dread. I step towards Zoken and swing the Kiyosaki stick with all my strength. I aim a vertical slash from the skull to the groin. But something repels it, immediately sending me backwards. Oh, last time we managed to slash him, but I guess this time we got repelled instead. My back slams into a wall. I can't breathe, like someone punched the wind out of me. My back feels numb where it hit the wall, like when you get too close to a fire. Wait, what? My back feels numb. Wait, what do you mean too close? Oh, I guess it burns. Ah, I see. I hear bugs near my ear. The bugs coating the wall move so that I wouldn't be crushed when I hit it. Even their chittering seems to taunt me. Oh, they wouldn't be crushed. Sorry. It's like, yeah, we're gonna make this soften the blow for Shirou. No, I'm just kidding. Zoken disappears in the darkness where he lurked. Oh, a white skull snickers at me. How's your hand? Uh-oh. Oh, that's the assassin servant. Oh, new servant data added. We have weapons, actually. I want to check out the assassin's profile first. What do you mean, heroic spirit? Oh, maybe it's for Saber. No, we don't really get anything. Not sure what servant information was added, but now we have the dirk. There's a dagger, a throwing dagger. A dagger used by the Skull Masked Assassin. The user, true assassin. It is designed not as a slashing weapon, but as a thrown projectile. Oh wait, it says true assassin. Ah, I see. So I have to go all the way here. There we go. Wait, his side profile looks like his the way they portray him in FGO, because they're always looking sideways. So lawful evil. Oh, he's okay. We got presence concealment, which means he's stealth 100, throw dagger, protection against the winds. Oh wait, it said it is an Islamic technique that he did mention. People in the desert can ward off winds, so Islamic blessing to ward off typhoons. A noble phantasm, Tabaniya, delusional heartbeat. Cursed arm, the arm of the evil spirit Shaitan, excels at cursing humans to death. Using a lump of ether and a mirror image of the assassination target, it creates a secondary existence which affects the actual target. By crushing the fake image that resonates with the assassin target, he curses the target to death without laying a finger on the actual target. This assassin method is nullifying even the most powerful physical defenses and crushing the target's heart. No matter how solid the armor is, it is rendered useless before Zabaniya. To counter Zabaniya, what is vital is not high con endurance, but high magic to prevent the secondary existence from being created. Oh, so it doesn't matter how lively you are. If the secondary image pops up, then he can crush your heart. So con is useless, but if you're able to prevent the secondary image from happening or preventing the curse from proccing, you need a high magic to repel that. I see, okay. He's a black-robed killer with a white mask that suits Zoken well. He's going to kill me. My left hand hurts. I can barely think. My heartbeat reaches a fever pitch, realizing that these are my last moments. Okay, are we still... Oh, no, we're there. Oh, we got a spoiler. As a result, I am going to check out the other options, so I'll be right back. Use a command spell. Should I try using a command spell? I don't think Saber would lose to Assassin. The situation is too unfavorable. That is the old friend we're talking here. Wait. That is the old fiend we're talking here. Oh, sorry. I thought it was like friend? It's too dangerous to let Saber fight alone. Ooh. I think it's gonna resolve the same thing. His chuckle is condescending. It's a laugh that says he'll let me try anything I want, since it's all child's play. Fine, go ahead and laugh. If command spells are supposed to be respond to my wishes, then I'll use it as many times as it takes to call Saber back. Oh no, he uses it, alright. Without taking my eyes off the shadow before me, I focus my will on my left hand. I give one simple order. I call Saber back to my side immediately. He notices too late. My left hand blazes with warmth, releasing its compressed magical energy in response to its master's wishes. Huh. So like, I'm trying to understand the timeline. I know like this event came before this, but like this was kind of like flashback to when we were confronting him at the same time as this. I feel like if my timing is correct, and hi Ryder, I guess you're there. Aren't we? Saber shouldn't be consumed yet unless we're taking our sweet tam time with Zoken here. And it doesn't work. Hey, I didn't use 3 command spells at once. And loses its color after a brief moment of pain. I wish it only failed. I like to believe that I used it wrong because I don't know how it works. He's like, ooh, oh man, that was so scary. His laughter grates on my ears. Far away, I hear wind howling like a death cry. My left hand throbs in pain. The back of my hand is tingling. It hurts where the command spells are, almost like I'm bleeding there. I feel awful dread. I feel awful dread. Okay, this part's gonna be the same. Okay, now we're back to here, so let's fast forward. And hi assassin. He's gonna kill me. My left hand hurts. I can barely think. My heartbeat reaches a fever pitch, realizing that these are my last moments. Uh-oh. Assassin hurls a lethal weapon at my groin, throat, heart, and stomach. I have no way to stop them. Silver lights repels the incoming attack. A blade bats aside all 4 daggers that were about to kill me. Only one person could have done that. My left hand still hurts. My command spells aren't gone yet. That means... Zoken's like, oh god damn, I thought you were better than that. I look up. No one appears as if to protect me from the white masked servant, but it's... Huh? Aren't you glad that we didn't kill Ryder? She's back! Another servant in dark clothes like assassin. There's no doubt about it. That's Shinji's servant, Ryder. Why is she here to help me? How dare you disobey me? Did you know that riders have a weakness against assassins? The skull answers Zoken's shout. Woo! Her long hair traces through the air. Ryder wordlessly turns towards assassin. Woo! Facing the rain of daggers he unleashes. I can't follow the daggers with my eyes. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The skull mass bounds and scrambles about the cramped shrine room. As soon as I spot him on the walls, he's on the ceiling and then the floor, throwing one dagger after another. They come from every direction without end, giving their target no chance to block or evade them all. In the blink of an eye, the volley of daggers lines the floor like a sharp forest. Ryder can't deal with that. I've seen her move when she fought Saber. Assassin's assault is probably fierce enough to keep Saber at bay, but she beat Ryder in a single blow, so Ryder has no chance. The white skull hurls a merciless barrage of darts, but then I notice something like frustration behind his attacks. He's missing an arm. We can't see it because of the cloak, but still. By the time I realize what's wrong, the difference in power is already clear. They aren't hitting her. Not a single one of the dozen daggers from the shadow even scratches Ryder. I thought you ran out of dirks! Oh, his speech is back to being really weird. The voice comes from the ceiling. Assassin glares hatefully at his foe. Maybe he ran out of daggers. There is a gigantic snake. Oh my god. I have to say, and I've already mentioned this, but Ryder is so fine. I don't believe it. That many daggers. I don't see a goddamn dagger here. Ryder evaded them all with pure speed. It's not like when she saved me moments earlier. She simply raced around the ground as if to declare that she didn't even need to block the daggers to defend herself. She's different, she's changed. Assassin eyes Ryder dubiously from the ceiling. Ryder is different from the servant I witnessed before. The magical energy in her body and the sheer physical prowess are on a totally different level. She might not be as strong as Saber, but she's clearly superior to Assassin. Oh, how? Ryder doesn't answer. She just crouches low. Just as I realize the posture of the predator about to pounce on its prey, Ryder flies up at the ceiling while Assassin leaps at the ground and they cross blades. Oh dang! Oh, he still has his arm. Alright, I guess that regenerates. But holy shit, he don't got his shoulder no more. There's a stake in it. Both fighters clash, their daggers and land, facing away from each other. Ryder is unharmed. Meanwhile, Assassin's shoulder is skewered by one of her daggers. Assassin attempts to pull out the dagger in his shoulder. Before he can, a metallic sound of chain, whoa, rings out, and Ryder uses her chains to bodily swing Assassin around. Oh right, I forgot about that. She used that on Shirou once. Woo! You spin. You can't run away when I got you pinned. The skull shrieks in pain. Ryder just keeps spinning him around mercilessly. Like she's swinging a ball in a chain. Assassin flails through the room helplessly, crashing through the walls, his arms and legs bending at the wrong angles with each impact. Ooh. Take this. Whoa, you almost hit me. I ducked to avoid the whirling man tornado. Manado. It can't be described as merely powerful or violent. After spinning him around as she pleases, she lets out the centrifugal force carry him. She let the centrifugal force carry him and let's go. Whoa! Like throwing a sledgehammer. Assassin, his bones shattered, is thrown through the last wall headfirst. Ooh, that's gotta hurt. New servant data added. Like for Ryder? I don't know how much information. Oh yeah, independent action. So this is definitely a new image because it's the one we just saw. The ability to be independent for a while, even if the supply of magical energy from one's master runs out. If they're a C rank, it's possible to stay in this world for one day, even if they lose their master. Independent action is a thing that Ryder used to basically say, "Screw you, Rin," and goes flying. The skull masked servant is tossed out into the temple yard like a piece of trash, bounces off the ground a few times, splattering blood everywhere, and finally rolls to a stop at the mountain gate. Whoa! Good thing you were weak when I fought you. Holy crap! And good thing you're strong when you're saving me. That was brutal. I know by now that servants don't die that easily, but he probably can't fight anymore. Well, Zokin, you want to keep doing this? Zokin's presence fades. Sensing the tables turning, the old mage departs with harsh words for a rider. Ooh, okay. And the bugs that were cowering in the corners of the room leave with their master. Okay. Well, this is weird. Thank you. Pain where Assassin punched me in the stomach brings me back to my senses. Ryder and I are the only ones left in the shrine room. Take a deep breath to calm myself down. After a moment, I realize that only my stomach and back are hurting. I know what that means now, even without thinking about it. I push through my dizziness and head for the corridor. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this! Ryder doesn't seem to mean me any harm. She was really here to save me. Because you're such good friends with Shinji. Save me. I almost finished, but I almost don't care at this point. Right now, I want to... I want to go to her. Why am I taking this detour? Meanwhile, Shinji earlier. You're telling me that everything's fine if I get rid of Shirou, right? Right? I see. Whatever, I don't believe it, but if that's her answer, then fine. Never mind that. I need to hurry. Whoa, we have a different pose. She's like, how can I get him to safety? Maybe I should knock him out. I know with one glance what I'm going to find. The corridor is silent. The half-destroyed, torn apart, it is half-destroyed, torn apart as if a tornado went through. Well, she did use invisible air, but she never got to use Excalibur. Shame. On the only intact portion of the floor, I find a red stain. Smaller than the palm of my hand, I don't know who the blood belongs to, but as soon as I see it, I feel my legs go weak and I drop to my knees. I touch the red stain. The blood is dry, and it doesn't stick to my fingers. It seems to declare that she's well and truly gone. How many times have I heard those words? They were promising, yet anxious. She always puts me first. Never once did she talk about protecting herself. I scratched at the bloodstain. Saber fought and died here. That's what war is. I've known from the moment that we made our pact that people would die in this battle. I offered her my hand, and with that in mind, and she took it. She was a girl smaller than me who protected me. When I decided to go after the Black Shadow instead of the Holy Grail, she swallowed her dread and went along with my decision. And this is the result. I lost her. I'm no longer a master. I'm back to being the half-baked hero I was before. I'm all alone with no way to fight. But I still have something to do. I touched the bloodstain one last time. This is farewell. I lift my hand away without a bow or word of thanks. Pain in my left hand is gone. The moment I acknowledge Saber's death and say goodbye, my command spells disappear without a trace. Yep, it seems like Saber is one of the earlier ones to go out this time. Damn. Command spells won't disappear just because the servant's gone. They go away when a mage is no longer qualified to be a master. I have no idea what happened here tonight. All I know for certain is one thing. In this moment, I lost Saber and the right to be a master. Game over, guys. I leave Ryoto Temple. My stomach and back feel like big injuries, but right now, I don't care about physical discomfort.
送ります。敵がいなくなったとはいえ、夜道の一人歩きは危険ですから。
I stop, surprised. The way Ryder is acting is just too unexpected.
わからないな。それもお前のマスターの命令か。
いえ、そのような命令は受けてはいません。これは私個人の感情です。
So you're no longer a master, so like...
他意はありません。
Oh, music just cuts out when she said best thing. I simply thought it was the best thing to do.
そっか。それなら信じるけど、見送りはいい。俺たちは敵同士だろう。なら、そこまで世話にはなれない。
敵同士。では、あなたはまだ私たちと戦うつもりですか？セイバーを失った魔術師でもないあなたが。
I mean, no, he's not gonna give up. We already saw him in UBW. He lost his master rights halfway through when he lost Saber to Caster, but he still continued fighting even though he didn't need to. So we know that he's not done. I don't answer. I still haven't said anything about fighting or forfeiting the war.
そう。わかりました。せいぜい道中気をつけなさい。
Saber's long, oh sorry, Ryder's long hair flutters. I'm gonna have to get used to this change, man. She heads for the mountain gate ahead of me. Even to me, she looks hopelessly defenseless from behind.
Thank you.
I blurt out something I forgot to say. You know, I'm glad Shirou said that because he's, as we saw, he would have died had it not been for her.
Eh?
She turns around, surprise, plain on her face. It's embarrassing to have her look at me like that, but I have to express my thanks, my gratitude.
あなたは今、何と言いました？
Because she'll hear me after all. I feel uncomfortable staring her in the eye, so I slightly avert my gaze.
だから、ありがとうって言ったんだ。お前に助けてもらわなかったら、死んでただろう。
I was gonna say, Ryder is actually the only character, the only servant that we don't know the name of, at least from the 3 routes. But now we have True Assassin, and you know, now we have 2 servants that we don't know the name of. But even throughout the 3 routes, we still haven't found out Ryder's name. And her noble phantasms, at least for me personally, I am unable to decipher her name.
見ての通り、今は何も返せない。だから、せめて礼ぐらい言っとかないとお前に悪い。
お気になさらず。私は主の命に従ったまでです。
Okay, fine, but you're gonna escort me not via your master's orders, so I still appreciate the sentiment.
主の命が変われば、すぐにでもあなたを殺します。
Yeah, she goes home. Shinji's like, well, we have a new goal to get rid of Shiro. Ryder answers in a cold voice and disappears through the gate.
だろうな。だから世話にはならないって言ったんだ。
I walk out of the temple alone. I can think about why she came to save me later. I'll take an hour to get home. I'll only have an hour to get over the fact that she should still be here with me. Damn, it's still... I remember when I first saw the movie, I was like, dang, Saber's really gone. Fuck. That sucks. This is a lot. I arrive at my house. It's well past 1 a.m. A brief coughing fit makes me cover my mouth. I notice a little blood on my hand. It still hurts where Assassin punched me. And my back still stings where it hits the wall. I don't know what the internal damage is like, but my back is probably bruised. Before, I would heal from a light injury right away. Now, they don't heal at all. Right, I forgot. We got our healing factor because Saber was with close to Avalon. Right now we have an Avalon that's basically inactive.
そうか。以前に戻ったんだよな。そりゃ。
My pact with Saber let me heal from all injuries on my own. That's gone now. Even a small wound could prove fatal.
先輩
Hi, Sakura. Saber went home. Someone calls me. Sakura's standing in the hallway just past the front door.
さくら、どうしたんだ。こんな夜更けに。もしかして起こしちゃったか。
いえ、寝つけなくて夜更かししていたんです。そしたら先輩の靴がなかったからどこかに出かけたのかなって。
まあ、ちょっと出歩いてた。
A very long walk. Alright, the lights were on when I got back. I kinda forgot to notice that. Holy crap. I didn't notice it. Has she been here the whole time?
さくら、ずっと玄関で待ってたのか。
Huh?
いえ、そんなことないです。
I know you're doing stuff with Saber, but I have to be home to welcome you.
ちょっとおトイレに寄っただけで、たまたま玄関にいただけですよ。
He was definitely waiting for me. It's just been under 3 hours since Saber and I set out. Maybe Sakura noticed me leaving right away and waited here the entire time.
それより先輩、お茶にしませんか？
I don't think I need the caffeine, although not all tea has caffeine.
こんな時間ですけど、あったかいお茶を飲んでゆっくりすれば元気が出ますから。
My eyes widen. Suddenly, Sakura's uncharacteristically forceful. I must be in pretty bad shape if she's this worried about me. Well, you did spit out blood. You should see some of that.
それと、ただいま。さくらに声をかけずに出歩いてすまなかった。
Saber had a midnight flight and I had to take her home. I take off my shoes and go inside. I keep a hand on my hurting stomach and head for the living room. Sakura steps in front of me.
おかえりなさい、先輩。
One of the girls are gone now. It's just me and Senpai. He replies, sounding somehow relieved. I jump up from the seat cushion my butt is on. The antiseptic drenching my back burns something fierce. It even makes a sizzling sound, making me feel like I'm being roasted over coals.
さくら、痛い。消毒薬はもういいから、傷口を拭いてガーゼでも貼っといてくれ。
ダメです。
No.
背中一面真っ赤なんですから、ちゃんと消毒しないといけません。それに、痛いのは当たり前です。こんな大怪我をして帰ってきたんですから、少しは我慢してください。
Ugh. I wonder if she's this tough or uninjured people thanks to the Kyoto Club or Fujine.
先輩、他に痛むところはありますか？
いや、怪我したのは腹と背中だけだ。他はなんともない。
そうですか。なら、あとはガーゼを当ててテーピングするだけですね。
Gauze is pronounced gauze? I guess that kind of makes sense, but oh, huh. Sakura wheels the first aid kit with practice efficiency. Her face is stern as she works, and I don't feel like I can interrupt her. How then? If you're wondering how this happened, it's because I accidentally threw up the tea as soon as it hit my stomach. I plan on hiding it, but Sakura found out. Then she pouted until I confessed I got injured, and now she's treating my wounds. Yeah, I was wondering why she's like applying the gauze when he's trying to keep the secret, but I guess it came out. Of course, she wasn't this aggressive as soon as I got home.
腹ですか?
Well, it's better than dying, which I did in a different route. Grandfather's a dick, by the way. When I showed Sakura my abdomen, she blushed so fiercely that she couldn't even begin to render her first aid. Oh my god, he's so hot!
さくら、本当にいいのか? 手当てなら自分でできるし、無理しなくていいぞ。それに背中はもっとひどい。
大丈夫です。やります。
I'll do it, please. Touch these abs. She became so flustered that I was worried that she would swoon before she could even treat my back. She's swooning all right. Oh.
先輩、そのお洋服脱いでください。
This is mine now. I don't want to stop Sakura when she's trying so hard, and I couldn't have treated my back on my own. So with that in mind, I took off my shirt and let her work on my back. She's like, oh my god. My back is scratched all over, and for a while, Sakura didn't say anything or do anything. After staring at each other for a few minutes, she gulped and announced that she'd start giving me first aid. That was 20 minutes ago. Now it's past 2 in the morning. Sakura's diligent care is almost finished.
はい、終わりました。新しいシャツを用意しましたから、こっちを着てください。
I made sure that's a little bit smaller so it fits on extra tight.
ああ、もう終わったのか。サンキュー、さくら。
いえ、先輩もお疲れ様でした。
I put on a fresh shirt and took a deep breath. I can't do much about the bruise in my stomach, but my back pain feels a little bit better. I'll sleep on my stomach. I'll sleep on my stomach tonight. Hopefully, it won't hurt as much tomorrow. Huh. I was like, but your stomach still hurts, so your back pain is better. Why would you sleep on your stomach? I realized, oh, yeah, back pain is a lot worse than stomach.
さて、それじゃ寝るか。こんな夜更けに起こしてすまなかったな。
いえ、そんなことはないんですけど。
Man, she's so expressive. Like, I don't know why these past three moments almost feel like minor animations. It's like, Sakura looks down. It looks like she wants to say something but can't.
さくら、俺がいない間に何かあったのか。
先輩、セイバーさんは帰られたんですか?
Yeah, yes she did. It went back to the medieval ages. I go dizzy for a second.
セイバーさんは帰られたんですか?
Hearing it out loud from someone else finally drives the hammer home.
ああ、急な話だけど、あいつは帰った。もう戻ってこない。
I push through the dizziness, steady my breathing, and answer calmly. Sakura has doubts, I'm sure. They were just here 4 hours ago, so she must think that something happened. I need to be calmer than anyone and act like everything's fine.
セイバー、最後にさくらのことを言ってたよ。さくらは思い詰めるタイプだから、もっと気楽に行けってさ。
そうですか。セイバーさんとは仲直りしたばかりだったのに、お別れを言えなかったのは残念です。
I can't even nod. Saber disappeared before she could say farewell to anyone. It pains my heart so much I want to throw up. For only 6 days, we worked together. For only 6 days, we were partners. For only 6 days, she swore to be my sword. How did I repay her?
でもよかった。あの人が来てから、先輩、怪我したばかりだったから。こ
Things
れで
can be
今まで通りです
normal.
ね。先輩。
Normal. Huh?
そうですよね。何をしていたかは聞きませんけど、先輩はセイバーさんのために出歩いていたんでしょ?
Don't check the hotel logs.
けど、そのセイバーさんも帰ってしまったんですから、先輩が危ない目に遭うこともないじゃないですか。
いや、セイバーがいなくなっても、夜に出歩くのは続けるけどな。セイバーに付き合ってたんじゃなくて、俺がセイバーを付き合わせてたんだから。
Sakura was like, I thought this was over. But no. I stand up. I feel less tense now that the first aid is finished. I suddenly feel sleepy.
先輩。
おやすみ、さくら。それと今の話な。明日からもっと家を留守にするだろうけど、さくらは今まで通りここを使ってくれ。今夜みたいに帰りが遅くなる時もあるけど、気にせずちゃんと眠ること。 さっきみたいに
Oops.
はい。おやすみなさい、先輩。
Aww. I can rest my body now. I didn't notice before, but I'm seriously exhausted. Just lying down on my stomach is enough to make my body and mind sleepy. Before I pass out, I stare into the dark, hardening my resolve. What defeated Saber? What am I supposed to fight? I need to get through that. You need to get that through my head right now. Oh, that thing! The memory makes my chest creak. I tremble slightly, feeling a little frustration that goes beyond anger or fear. I feel like my heart's gonna break. That shadow. That thing out there indiscriminately attacking people. The black shape that even Saber and Archer were afraid of. I didn't see it happen, but I'm pretty sure of it. They were lost to that thing. Assassin couldn't have beaten her. If anything back there could have defeated her, it had to have been that shadow. I'll defeat that thing that beat Saber. It isn't only my enemy. It isn't my only enemy. I need to deal with Zoken, Assassin too. Zoken said that he had no more use for me since I'm no longer a master. But as long as I fight in the Holy Grail War and pursue the shadow, Zoken is sure to appear. My body trembles. Saber isn't here anymore. Without her miraculous healing, I only have my half-baked magecraft to protect me. I know how foolish and suicidal that is. I lost Saber to do that. It's why I've been following in Kirisugu's footsteps ever since that fire. The only choice I have is to stop the war so that the tragedy can never happen again. And that's why this is the last night I'm allowed to tremble like this. In the morning, once my injuries have healed, I have to become a stronger version of myself that she would be proud of. Ah, wow. I thought I was close to finishing the day last time, but there was like a decent chunk more, and we get another interlude. 8-3 this time. Ooh, are we gonna be in the POV of Zoken? Nope, this is Sakura. The girl returns to her bedroom. She goes to her bed with heavy steps and sits down limply.
先輩、あんな怪我をしたのに、まだ。
This is the first time we're in her POV. She doesn't know what happened. She just knows that the boy left and came back a few hours after looking haggard and covered in wounds. Oh, sorry, a few hours later. The blonde girl who suddenly appears in this house a few days ago didn't return with him. From this alone, it's clear that something irrevocable has happened. The boy is hiding something, and as a result, the blonde girl didn't come back. But that doesn't matter. She doesn't care about that at all. As long as the boy is back safe, then she doesn't need to know what happened. Nothing could make her happier than Shirou Emiya coming home to her.
あれ、今日、冷えるのかな。
Getting sick again. She feels a chill, and it touches her cheek. It's hot. Her whole body feels hot, and she feels like she might faint if she doesn't concentrate. It must be a cold again. That's unusual, since she doesn't usually catch cold, but she was waiting at the door for almost 3 hours. Sluggishly, she turns off the lights. Too tired to even change out of her clothes, she collapses into the bed.
大丈夫。こんなの、先輩に比べたら、全然だし。
Lying face down, the girl thinks back to the scene a few minutes ago. His back looked like someone worked it over with a cheese grater. Oh. His stomach was bruised black as if struck with a heavy blunt object. He had to have been wounded in both body and spirit. His gaze was as clear as day. The moment she remembers, she feels her body temperature rise. Oh my god, it's so hot. She pretends not to notice that it's hatred she feels, not excitement.
誰があんな。
Yes, she can't forgive whoever hurt him this badly. This goes beyond momentary feelings like hatred or disapproval. He's always been deeply hurt, and yet he always stayed here with her, so pristine. He's someone so different from her, yet so precious. She can't abide the fact that someone hurt him.
けど、先輩の背中、すごかったな。
God. He absently reached out with her hand. It's been a long time since she saw his bare skin up close. When they first met, he was small for a boy and not much taller than her. Oh my god. Kind of like Shirou, who got a lot more conscious of Sakura recently, she's like, she also notices the change in Shirou. He's went from a boy to becoming a man. But for the last 2 years, he has rapidly become a man. It wasn't like this before, when he collapsed from a cold. It was only a common cold. Tonight, he was a wounded man. Oh right, he had a cold 2 days ago. I forgot about that. Did they say 2 days? Or was it's it said 2 years, but that it's 2 different subjects. Okay. Her mind goes blank as she remembers. When he exposed his chest, she was surprised by how masculine he was, covered muscles, trained every day without rest, and not a gram of excess. If she had compared his lithe body to that of an animal, he would be a wild goat, small and beautiful, yet with hidden strength to scale sheer cliffs.
胸だって広かったし、すごく男の人だった。
Her outstretched fingers trace the lines of a chest that wasn't there. Unconsciously, they run up his body lines like water drops. From his chest to his neck. Her fingers glide across the sheet from his neck to his lips. Her face goes bright red. In a panic, she tucks her arms in. The girl rolls into a ball on her bed, her ears turning just as red as her face. It shouldn't be this embarrassing, but the memory of his touch is just too fresh. The sensation of his skin on her fingertips just makes her imagination that much more vivid. She clenches her hands tightly. She brings her face and hands in, trying to ball up in the warmth heating her body. She can't think of anything else. She's too horny. She clutches her hands to her chest, clutching close the residual sensation in fingertips. She endures the heat boiling up through her body. She won't be able to hold on if she lets it out. If that happens, she won't even be able to think of this one thing that she's clinging to. Wait, she won't even be able to think of this one thing she's clinging to. Okay. She's hounded by confusion and guilt towards the boy. His injured body. Just the thought of the bloody marks on his back makes her dizzy. The girl who will never come home again. What she took from him. All the lies. Dark emotions she would normally never even entertain twist inside her, awakening a feeling of delight deep within. She's like, she knows that he's so hurt by this, but secretly she's glad that the girl's gone. But she feels so bad about being glad because the person she loves is hurt. She calls out to him and tries to bury the feelings. How long can she keep them down? She hugs her chest so tightly it contorts. Thoughts bubble up within her bosom. The only thing making her this happy, this relieved, is that the boy came home to her. It isn't enough. She knows that now. He takes such good care of me, but he's trying to protect me by pushing me away. You know what? She's not wrong. Shirou's like trying his best to protect Sakura by keeping her out of this war, by keeping her out of a very dangerous and potentially abusive family. But in a way, he's kind of imprisoning her in his house because she's like, you stay here while I do my things. I won't by keeping her uninvolved. She's keeping him uninvolved in his life despite the fact that he's keeping her here. It's kind of weird. She says her thoughts aloud. She knows how greedy she sounds, but because it's a desire that shouldn't be voiced, a wish that can't come true. She moans her repentance. How vile she is for delighting in his injuries. How decadent she is for wanting to waste his efforts to protect her. It feels like a betrayal for someone like her to want to be with him. Though she apologizes, the repentance and contrition quenches her fever. Girls up in bed, damp with sweat. Her guilty consciousness awakens a fever that was somehow like arousal. Even though the fever has cooled, she feels troubled by heavy agony for his wounded body. He's still going to fight, even after going through that.
どうすればいいんだろう。先輩。このままだと、もっと大きな怪我をしちゃう。
Right now, it's like a realization that she thought that Saber brought trouble, which is why Shirou got injured every night. But didn't realize that Saber was actually protecting him because now he's going to get even more injured without her protection and without her, well, healing factor now. She frets, covered in sweat. A worry that she doesn't have an answer for, and a problem that she can't solve. She could think all night and still not come up with a way to stop the boy. Except...
なんだ。外に出さなければいいんだ。
Uh-oh. We're getting a yandere route now. I just have to control him. He won't let me... He's telling me to stay in here, and all I need to do is make sure that he doesn't go out there. With a relieved sigh, she arrives at an utterly simple answer. The girl breaks into a smile of someone who just had a divine revelation, feeling deep relief.
歩けなくなるくらいの怪我をしちゃえば、もう危ない目に遭うことはないですよね。先輩。
Uh-oh. Wait, you didn't have that in quotes. Why did you say it out loud? Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. He murmurs as if addressing someone. Oh god. Yeah, this is definitely the yandere route now. Okay, I think that's interlude out. I'm going to assume that's the end of the day because that seemed like pretty substantial. Never mind, we got another interlude. Interlude 8-4. Heaven's Feel. Okay, I have no idea whose POV we're going to be in. I'm going to assume Zoken, but... No! Okay, this is Kirei's room. Or Kirei's... I think it's Kirei's room in the church. I feel like I think so? I don't know. The room smells of stove. It's lit by a natural, not man-made light. The flickering lamplight illuminates the man's back and highlights the parchment in his hand. Oh, you're so busy. Alright, yeah, it's Gilgamesh with Kirei. The voice comes from behind, its source unclear. It addresses a man sitting in a chair who begins his second task without showing a hint of surprise. Actually, no, this is Gilgamesh's POV, not frickin' Kirei's. Ooh, 5 deaths, dang. Okay, no, Kirei is here, okay.
これほど大規模な意識不明事件は初めてだが、それでとどまるのなら問題はない。どちらの教会もこの程度の後処理は承知の上だ。だが、それも今のままのペースならか。どこの誰だか知らんが派手にやってくれ。
Oh no, the slurps are intensifying.
気づいているのか、ことみ。このまま放っておけば。 この町は無人になるぞ。
Otomine doesn't answer. He's well aware of what the young man behind him is saying. The enigmatic shadow that appeared in town. So far, it's only drained life energy, but the quantity increases by the day. The number of bizarrely drained victims that began to appear 2 days ago has exceeded expectations in only a matter of days. So far, it leaves the victims only in respiratory distress, but soon, not even a healthy adult male will be able to survive a night.
だがその心配は無用だ。素人ではあるまいし、再現を知らぬというわけでもあるまい。そうかな。あの虫使いはそうでもなさそうだな。
Insect user.
あの手の輩は早めに潰さねばたたるぞ。俺とて、おめおめと町の人間を殺されるのは性に合わない。
Damn. Gilgamesh is shitless now, yeah. That statement comes as a surprise to Kotomine. This man has no need for anyone other than himself, so why does he care about the people of Fuyuki?
驚いたな。どういう風の吹き回しだ、ギルガメッシュ。驚くことはあるまい。俺以外の者が人を殺めることをよしとはせ。
Only I'm allowed to kill people.
人をほふらば、つまらぬ財閥で迷おう。
その手の苦しみは楽しくもないからな。
なるほど。お前はお前でやはり英霊だな。生の苦より救うために死を使うならば、お前の望みはやはり死か。
Oh man, I'll kill you so you don't have to be depressed because life is depressing.
当然だ。ここは無意味で無価値なものばかりだ。一掃するの
Oh,
が
nihilistic
正
as
義という
fuck.
ものだろう。
His scornful voice, prim with absolute confidence and majesty. The priest continues working without pause as he listens.
なるほど。そう望むのなら、聖杯はお前が使うがいい。お前を打倒する者が現れない限り、聖杯はお前のものだ。
Hold up, where are we? This is like really. Oh. Okay, this is the last event. Gotcha. It's just that these I thought we were almost done with the day here, but we got so many more events afterwards. I'm already an hour into this.
ことみね、お前には望みがないのか。
Not really.
明確な願いなどない。私にあるものは、明確な
Pleasure.
快楽を欲する己のみ。
そうか。お前には快楽のみか。
The young man laughs at the straightforward answer. A deep chuckle erupts from him, like he's proud of his partner.
良いぞ。俺はおぞましいから殺し、お前は楽しいから殺す。理由は違えど、聖杯に求めるものは同じ。なればこそ、俺をここまでつなぎ止めたというわけだな。
Oh man, this is why we're besties. The priest doesn't answer. He merely fulfills his duty, dispassionately.
お前が動かぬのならばそれでもよい。せいぜい好きにさせてもらうぞ。
The young man's presence disappears. The stone room returns to silence. The priest glances at the entrance.
酔っているように見えて、真は正気のままか。
Can servants get
どう
drunk?
もあれの魂までは汚染できなかったと言えない。
I guess they... I don't know. Gilgamesh, the king of heroes. The golden servant is the most powerful being in play right now. But he can be beat by this ordinary boy. Not very ordinary, but this relatively weak boy. This is acknowledged by all, and Kotomine, the game master, does not doubt it. But...
無価値なものはあるが、無意味なものなどない。注意するのだな、英雄を。お前に敗北を与えるものがあるとすれば、それはその一点のみだ。
No one hears his muttering. Lit by the red glow, the priest resembles an oracle gazing into the future. Alright, that should be it. Glued. Out. So, let me rephrase this. I believe this is actually where the movie ends. I think it's called Prestige Flower. The first movie out of 3. And yeah, it was a pretty big moment because, you know, we lost Saber. But it was kind of like the start of something new. The start of when Shirou kind of gets his resolve. The start of when Sakura starts to kind of change. See, she gets a little bit crazy. And now basically a new chapter begins. So yeah, let's head on to the next day. All right, 2-8 should be day 9. Rain. All right, I guess we're gonna have a stern weather forecast today. Morning. I wake up to the sunshine filtering through the paper windows. I notice my neck feeling weirdly sluggish. Not gonna be sunshine for long because we're gonna have rain. My neck feels this way because my shoulders are stiff. I probably strained my neck muscles because I fell asleep on my stomach. On the other hand, my back injuries seem a lot better. Thanks, Sakura. I hope you don't destroy my legs so I don't walk. They don't hurt anymore, so they shouldn't get in the way of daily life.
まず、もう7時過ぎてる。
I keep doing this. Oh. I feel a sudden sting in my abdomen. The area where I was punched feels fine while I'm staying still, but sudden movements make it ache.
あざになってるんだし、
It
しば
hurts.
らくは悩まされるか。
This is gonna smart for a while? Never heard that phrase. That'd be hurt, but like smart? Still, it's nothing I can't put up with. Pain isn't bad enough to keep me from moving, so this injury shouldn't get in the way of daily life either. It's a nice, peaceful day. Nothing bad will happen today. Because I am no longer a part of a Holy Grail war. I change clothes and leave my bedroom. The smell of breakfast wafts out from the living room, so Sakura must be getting things ready for us.
おはよう。
Morning!
寝過ごしちまった。まだ手伝えることあるか？
おはようございます先輩。先輩が寝過ごすのも珍しいですね。
Dude, she's already blushing, and I can't tell if she's just shy around senpai now, or if she's actually sick. I think it might be both.
面目ない。なんか気がついたら朝だった。
怪我をしてるんだから仕方ないですよ。ちょっと前に起こしに行ったんですけど、先輩全然起きてくれなかったですから。
He's like, oh man, I can't wait to... I can't wait to cripple senpai so he can't leave the home. Wow. I don't even remember Sakura trying to wake me up. Not only are my shoulders stiff, my brain isn't even fully awake apparently.
すまん。ちょっと顔洗ってくる。すぐ戻るから待っててくれ。
いえ、先輩こそごゆっくり。今朝は私一人で準備しますから、のんびり顔を洗ってきてください。
Sakura really is upbeat today. Huh? Well, if she insists, then I shouldn't protest any further. It's fine.
じゃあお言葉に甘えて洗面所行ってくる。
はい。今朝のお味噌汁は自信作ですから、期待しててください。
Yeah, every single portrait she has is her with her blush. I don't think she's shy. I think she's sick. I nod, then cross the living room into the hallway. You gonna collapse?
ちょっと待った。
Wait, that was strange. I just passed by, glad to see her doing well, but something was off about. Yep. Hear something fall. I immediately recognize it as the sound of a person collapsing. Maybe I've gotten used to hearing it lately. It's like now, I don't know if Sakura living here is the right choice because she keeps getting sick. I run back to the living room. Yep. Sakura's drowsily getting up as if she just fallen to the as if she just fallen to the floor. Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Sakura.
I support her unsteady body. I can feel the heat off her body just like I did before. Her ragged breathing and the sweat soaking through her shirt are obvious symptoms of a fever. He finally notices me. Sakura looks at me with unfocused eyes.
ゆっくりって言ったのに、すぐ来ちゃったんですね。待っててください。すぐ朝ごはんの支度をしますから。
Beaming at me, she untangles herself from my arms.
Sakura, お前。
Rather than pushing herself to do it, Sakura doesn't seem to have noticed her own fever.
待てって、朝飯の支度はいい。それより部屋に戻って横になるんだ。Sakura、すごい熱だぞ。
I have a fever.
あ、くそ、自分で気づいてないんじゃ、本当に重症じゃないか。なんだってこんな。
Why didn't I notice it sooner? Even if I'm sad about Saber, I should have paid more attention to Sakura's condition, who's still right by me. What's wrong with me?
先輩、私、本当に大丈夫です。
About to collapse
今
again.
のはちょっと転んだだけで、別にめまいとかそういうんじゃ。
バカ言うな。こんなに熱があるんだぞ。こんなの体温計使わなくてもわかる。
I led her to the guest room, or I lead her to the guest room. I need to let Sakura rest. I'll let the school know that she's out sick. Maybe make something easy to digest for breakfast. For lunch, right, I'll ask Grandpa Fujimura to send the caretaker over. Wow, we have access to the mafia boss.
先輩、どこに行くんですか？学校に行く前に、ちゃんと朝ごはんを食べないとダメですよ。
Sakura still doesn't understand what's happening. Maybe she's so excited because her fever is making her delirious.
学校は休みだ。さくらは今日一日部屋でじっとしていること。学校へは俺が連絡を入れておく。どうせ教室で藤姉に会うんだから、その時に言えばいい。
学校休み。
I'm not going to school.
私 私がですか？
If it makes you feel better, a lot of people aren't going to school right now.
そうだよ。さくら以外に誰がいるんだ。俺はそりゃ怪我してるけど元気だからな。休む理由がないだろ。
Yeah, I feel fine. I feel fine. I'm not fine. No, I don't have a good reason to make myself go to school either. Without Saber, it's too risky to go alone. But still, I need to be there today. I need to report what happened with Zoken and Assassin to Tosaka. I can't stay holed up here.
とにかく
That's
さくらは
true.
今日は休み。いつも頑張ってるんだからたまには派手に休んでもいいだろう。俺も用が済んだらすぐに帰ってくるから。
I need to go talk with another girl.
いいえ、私本当に大丈夫です。だから朝ごはんを食べて学校に行きましょう。そうすればこんな熱すぐに良くなってくれますから。
バカ、そんなことあるか。
You're crazy, Sakura. Delirious.
めちゃくちゃなんかじゃないで。無茶なのは先輩の方で。私は元気だし熱なんてないし、先輩は怪我してるじゃないですか。なのに私だけ休んじゃうなんて、そんな。
She about to collapse again.
おかしいです先輩。なんか私苦しくて。
Sakura nearly falls to the floor, panting. Her body feels strangely heavy in my arms. Does she lack the strength to stand, or is she collapsed? Or is she collapsed because she suddenly got so heavy? By the way, she has a fever that prevents her from walking around on her own, even if she believes otherwise.
バカ、いいか。何があっても今日は休ませるからな。
Stay home, no other choice.
ってだけど、そんな無駄に体力使ったら明日も休むことになるぞ。
でも先輩、私は学校に行かないと。
Sakura mumbles incoherently, her breathing unsteady. I ignore and carry her to the bedroom. You have no choice in this matter. You will sleep. You will rest. By the time we arrive, Sakura's already asleep. Rather, she's still in a half-conscious state, her breathing labored. Just once, she firmly grabbed the whole of the arms I'm carrying her with. Anyway, I'll tuck her into bed.
先輩。
Her voice is unfocused. Her eyes are on the ceiling, not seeing me.
さくら。
Her ragged breathing, her flushed cheeks, her damp shirt sticking to her skin, the anguish rise and fall off her chest with each breath. The sight is so enchanting. I turn away in a hurry. Sakura's the one suffering from a fever, so why am I acting so inappropriately?
参った。やっぱり家政婦さんにお願いしないとダメだ。
Don't worry, Shirou. Sakura was acting the same exact way. I can't change Sakura's clothes, much less clean her body. Thankfully, her breathing stabilizes once she's in bed. Now I'll just need to wait for her fever to break. Once she can walk on her own, I'll take her to the hospital and get some medicine prescribed.
さくら、すぐに人を呼ぶから、それまで寝ててくれ。藤音のところの家政婦さんなら馴染みだよな。
She doesn't answer. Her breathing is still labored, but at least she's sleeping. I'm kind of curious. So like the text here says ... You had a line? Well, a lot of times when they do that, I think they actually have quotations. I also noticed earlier that like there was a line that she said without quotations. I'm kind of like wondering.
まったく、変に強情なんだからさくらは。なんだってさ、そんなに学校に行きたがるんだよ。
I talk out loud to myself. Sakura's asleep, so I know she won't answer.
じゃあな、学校行ってくれ。
I get up and head for the door. Just as I do,
先輩と一緒に学校に行きたいんです。
aww, so cute. I hear a reply.
さくら？
I turn around. Sakura's still asleep, but with a worried frown.
なんだ、ただの上事か。
I leave the guest room this time, but as I do,
私が先輩を守らないと。
I have to cripple you. I hear her say something in her fever dream. Ah. On the way to school, I stop by Fujine's house and ask for a caretaker. I sometimes forget because Fujine doesn't make a big deal out of it, but the Fujimura residence is one of the most extravagant homes in our neighborhood. It isn't a company, yet there are dozens of fierce-looking men who call themselves employees. Most of them live in a separate building on the compound, but anyway, it's a huge family. They also employ an appropriate number of workers, so I can ask them to lend me a caretaker who's available. Then, I have them send over an emergency housekeeper that's helped me a number of times in the past before Sakura started coming around. Sakura's acquainted with them too, so I feel comfortable leaving her to them. Alright. Time or morning bell? I think it's lunchtime, yeah. And so the day passes until lunchtime. We meet up on the roof per the unspoken agreement, and I tell Tosaka what happened last night. Yeah, shit really hit the fan yesterday. As a result, she's gonna call us a baka, I'm calling it.
じゃあ何？マトウゾウケンはアサシンのマスターでセイバーじゃなくエミヤ君を殺そうとしたの？
She didn't call us a baka yet. Tosaka suddenly gets angry at me.
そうだけど、なんだいきなり。
Like, what the fuck? I spent so much time looking for him, and you stumble across him? How did this keep happening to you?
いきなりじゃない。聞いた限りじゃ、ゾウケンのやつ、セイバーが倒されてからエミヤ君を殺そうとしたんでしょ？そんなの変よ。どう考えても手順が違う。
Osaka leans in and glares at me, irritated. We're behind the water tower, which has become our usual meeting spot. I cautiously back up just a few centimeters, intimidated by her spirit that feels closer to hostility.
ちょっと。
I'm the victim, why are you
人の話聞いてる？
trying to kill me?
今の話、あなたは何とも思わなかったの？
Osaka shoots me a glare full of irritation and loathing. Actually, he's like, if Saber's gone, then there's no reason to attack the master. He's like, why is she still trying to kill you after Saber's gone? What's she saying? Her attitude is overwhelming enough, but her being this close is making me very uneasy. I don't have any more room to back up on this tight spot. I'm like a rat. I mean, a human trapped in a bag. I mean, it is what it is.
優先度の問題よ。あなたと二人っきりになったのに、ゾウケンはあなたを殺そうとしなかった。アサシンが勝てたから良かったものの、負ける可能性だってあったんだから。ゾウケンはセイバーのマスターであるあなたを早く倒そうとするはずでしょ？
Yep.
いや、それはそうだけど、ゾウケンはアサシンがセイバーを必ず倒せるって自信があったんじゃないか。
まさかアサシンがセイバーより弱いっていうのはエミヤ君でも分かったんでしょ？ならあいつはそんな賭けはしないわよ。そうしなかったのは理由があったからでしょうね。まあ考えられるのは2つぐらいだけど。
2つ？
Ooh.
それは
Because he was on guard for my counterattack? Because he didn't want to kill me? Because the old man was confident. He was clearly afraid of me.
それは俺の反撃を警戒していたからか。
No, that is not true because he was waiting for it and he fucking killed you for it.
どうかしらね。聞いた限りじゃエミヤ君の反撃なんて通用しなかったんじゃない？罠を張るってことは確実に倒すって意思表示だもの。柵にはまった相手の反撃を警戒するなんてそもそも罠として失敗よ。
なるほど。
It's true.
完璧主義者らしい意見だな、登坂。
私のは一般論よ。
I'm normally perfect.
敵を生け捕りにしたいんならわざわざ獲物と同じカゴの中になんて入らないでしょ。とにかくゾウケンはセイバー自身に用があった。マスターとしてエミヤ君には生きていてほしかったんでしょうね。もう一度聞くけど、あいつ確かにもう用済みって言ったのね。
I think back to last night's events.
当社の娘にはまだ利用価値があるがな。
Ooh.
小僧、お前は用済みよ。
For the use for you, boy.
ああ、登坂にはまだ利用価値があるとも言ってた。
そう。そっちの方は点で予想がつかないけど、私から逃げ回ってるのはそういうわけか。会ってしまえばどちらかが死ぬしかない。けど、ゾウケンは自分も私もまだ生かしたがってるから、今は会わないように隠れてる。
Zoken wants them both to live so she can use her, but they confront each other, one of them's gonna die, and that's not good for him. Osaka considers it for a moment. Now then, I told her what I came here to say. there's anything else to say, it would be... Oh! I need to go back and choose the other options. Because I'm going to say the old man was confident. He's clearly doing something, but that'll probably be the one I stick with. Because he didn't want to kill me?
それはあの場で俺を殺したくなかったからか。
Wait. Oh, that got a written point. I hope this gets one too.
まあ、それが一番納得のいく理由よね。となると、ゾウケンはセイバーを消したくなかったと見るしかない。エミヤくんが死ぬことによるマイナスなんて、セイバーが消えることだけだものね。
Yeah, that's true.
そりゃあな。俺の扱いなんてそんなもんだ。
何拗ねてるのよ。あくまでゾウケンにとっての話ってことなんだから、軽く聞き流しなさいよね。
いや、別に拗ねてないけど、事実だし。けど、
Why are you mad?
別に私だって怒ってないわ。エミヤくんの勘違いでしょ。
Huh. Oh, okay. So now we're done with that.
とにかくゾウケンはセイバー自身に用があった。
So there were two reasons, and now here's the other one. The old man was
ゾウケン
confident.
の余裕かな。いつでも俺を殺せるって慢心してたのか。
そうね。他に理由があったんでしょうけど、エミヤくんを生かしていたのはゾウケンの余裕だったのかも。そう考えるとつけ込む隙にはなりそうだけど。
Oh, wow. Okay, that was it. All right. Now we're responding. Is there's anything else to say? It would be no, this is my own. I really need help, so I'm pretty sure this is the right answer. I got this, don't worry. So here there are no here it showed that there were gonna be some points, and they were both Tosaka points. Here it showed Shinji's gonna show up, cool. Oh, he's got a different outfit, that's kinda cool. Here it shows us branching off, but there are no points. I guess we'll see. I shouldn't tell her. This is my own problem. I chose to keep fighting. Dolken, Mato, an assassin. Black Shadow roaming the town. Masters fighting each other over the Holy Grail. I lost Saber in my fight to put a stop to all that. I can't lose anyone else. From here on out, I have to fight on my own.
エミヤくん、どうしたの？いきなりだ。他に話してないことがあるとか？
No, I'm good. Bye bye.
話は今ので終わりだ。俺はセイバーを失ってマスターで亡くなった。遠坂と戦う理由はこれでなくなったよ。
そうね。あなたが聖杯戦争から降りるなら、協力関係もいずれ敵になるって話もなくなる。じゃあ、エミヤくん。
Oh man, that's very pragmatic, but he's like, aw.
俺はここで降りる。セイバーがいないんじゃ、半人前の俺に勝ち目はない。
Oh, by the way, I told Shinji that he's a bitch and he's worse than you. You did what? I leave my seat. I head for the exit, leaving Tosaka behind.
じゃあな、遠坂。ゾウケンには気をつけるんだぞ。
エミヤくん。
Wait, I'm not letting you. Open the door without turning back. I'll leave the roof as if to sever my ties. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a bad ending. For sure. You don't want to sever your ties that easily. The day ends. If I'm still gonna trail the Shadow and Zoken, I'll have to start tonight. With my lack of fighting strength, what I need is a weapon and a reliable intelligence. I'll wait for night and then infiltrate the Ryudo Temple or the Mato residence and look for clues.
桜の看病もあるしな。今は夜を待とう。
The war will continue once night falls. Till then, I'll give Sakura my undivided attention. There's still time until then, so I'll pick up several days worth of supplies on the way home. To the shopping district. No, to home.
ただいま。
I announce myself as I enter the house. Huh? What? A sense of discomfort overcomes me as soon as I enter.
足跡。
Someone's been here. In the hallway, I see marks that look like footprints. They're traces of someone tracking dirt into the house, while the house itself feels empty. Only Sakura's shoes are out front, so the housekeeper I asked for must have gone home. Well, I know it is. I go to the guest room. Nobody's inside. Discomfort turns to dread. Where's Sakura? No! Her shoes are still there. I go back to the living room. Sakura isn't here either. The tracks in the hallway end in the living room. Someone with dirty feet did something here and then went outside. I have a hunch. Sakura was just here. He was here in the waiting room, waiting for me to come home. The dirty footprints belong to an intruder. Sakura should be resting in bed, but she isn't here. That's all I know. It's strange that I haven't deduced the situation. The answer should be clear once I take some time to think. Calmly. Calmly. If I calm down and think, I'll figure out what happened here. I mean, honestly, if I was in Shirou's POV, I would assume it's Zoken. But because of the preview, now I'd probably guess it's Shinji. But why? Why won't my brain work at all? I should have come home earlier. I should have taken this more seriously. Didn't I take Sakura in because I was afraid this would happen? Zoken said that Sakura had nothing to do with this. Why did I believe him? As long as Sakura is one of the Matos, there's no way she isn't related. So why? Why did I accept an explanation that was convenient for me without questioning it at all? Telephone rings. Mechanically answer the phone, my mind blank. Shinji's voice comes over the speaker, his tone pleasant.
Sakura をどうした？なんだ。Sakura がいなくてエミヤが悲しむと思って電話してやったのに、物分かりいいじゃない。すごいね。何も言ってないのに状況が分かってるんだ。うるさい。Sakura をどうした？
He's probably just gonna say, I told her to come home and she came home.
どうしたって？迎えに行ったんだよ。あいつは僕の妹なんだから、いつまでも他人の家には置いとけないよ。信じ。いいね。カッカ来てるじゃんか、エミヤ。Sakuraを連れ戻されて悔しいってわけだ。
Frustrated? No way. I don't have useless emotions like that right now.
回りくどいのはいい。手っ取り早く要件を言え。分かってるだろ。いい加減型をつけようぜ、エミヤ。お前だってこの間の一件で済んだなんて思ってないよな。いや、思ってる。お前は逃げただろ。型なんてそれでついてるんじゃないのか。ついていない。あれはサーバントの差だ。お前の力じゃない。セイバーさえいなければ僕が逃げるなんてことはなかった。今だってセイバーさえ出てこなければ僕が負けるはずがない。
If Saber hadn't shown up? I see. It sounds like Ryder hasn't told him that I lost Saber. I don't know if she withheld that on purpose, but Shinji still thinks I'm a master. Yeah, that's why he came here to take her back by force. In other words, this phone call is...
Shinji, Sakura をどうする気だ？物騒なこと言うね。大事な妹にどうもしないさ。
Precious sister.
お前が一人で僕のところに迎えに来るなら、セイバー抜きで戦えってことか。なんだよ。今日はえらく冴えてるじゃないか、エミヤ。いいかい？場所は学校だ。一人で迎えに来るならSakuraはそのまま連れて行っていい。ああ、けど下手な考えは起こすなよ、エミヤ。学校にはライダーが結界を張ってるからね。セイバーを連れてくればすぐにわかる。もっとも。お前がSakuraの前でそんな卑怯な真似をするとは思ってないけどね。
I hear snickering over the receiver.
すぐに行くから待ってろ。Sakuraには手を出すな。
Man, why is he talking about cowardly when he's like, I have my rider, so you can't bring your weapon though.
できるだけ早く来いよ。けどまあ、少し帰りが遅すぎたんじゃないかな。大事な僕の妹を待たせるなんて。なんてひどいやつだろう。な。Sakuraに何をした？信じ。何も？それどころかライダーを抑えるのに必死だよ。あの夜と同じさ。ライダーのやつ。困ったことにさっきからゴッドを前にしたような顔で。
Slurp. I slammed down the receiver.
なんで直接俺に来ない？
His laughing still rings in my ears. I set off running, nerves ablaze with rage. I go outside. The sky above is dark and the sun's starting to set. It's definitely gonna rain tonight. Yep, that's what the chapter's called. I need to bring Sakura back with me before then. Right, back to school. There's no sign of anyone on campus. School has been sending students home early ever since the mass coma spread. Now, after 5 p.m., there's probably aren't even any teachers still on campus, let alone students. I feel hot iron enter my back. I've already activated my magic circuits. I focus on making my only weapon, strengthening, ready to use at any time. It just occurred to me in this route, Shirou has not trained his magic at all. He had that one night with Sakura. He's been way too busy investigating that he hasn't actually been doing any, like, much magic. What? The blood for Andromeda! Is it Rider's bounded field, I wonder? The campus is colored a deep red, and each breath hurts my lungs. I cough. Typo. It's supposed to be I cough, but I coughed violently, spitting blood. Paying it no mind, I run out the stairs. I have a feeling I know what I'll find, even if I'm not sure. Knowing Shinji, he'll be waiting for me somewhere familiar to him. He'll be in a classroom on the 3rd floor. I head up to the 3rd floor. The red filter only seems to darken. I feel the magical energy being shaved off me with each step. Is he waiting for me? Honestly, that's kind of a cool outfit, I'm not gonna lie. I find Shinji watching me in front of class 2C.
ようやく来たね、エミヤ。
My mind goes white hot with anger. Is Sakura inside the classroom? I need to make sure she's safe as soon as possible. If Shinji's gonna stand in my way, then I'll...
出番だぞライダー。お前を切り倒したセイバーのマスターだ。あの夜の借りを返してやれ。
Well, a dark servant blocks my path. I don't care. I can't stop, no matter who it is. Daggers are swung at me. I predict and evade them so quickly it surprises myself. I move past Ryder's left flank, avoiding an upward cut. Ryder doesn't catch me as I pass her. Maybe her long hair or stature makes that difficult. I got him. 5 meters from Shinji. I can close the distance in 2 seconds and target the command spells controlling Ryder. Well, she's fast. I gag. Something grabs me around the neck from behind.
何やってんだライダー。エミヤなんかにいいようにあしらわれて、それでもサーバントか。
Man, I still really fucking hate Shinji.
申し訳ありません。少々彼の集中力を侮っていました。
I hear Ryder right behind me. My feet can't touch the ground. Ryder's chains are around my neck. Lift me up. I try to resist, but I can't get a foothold. Ryder's behind me. I can't see my enemy. She's wringing my neck. I can't.
冷静さを欠いたあなたの負けです。セイバーのマスター。あなたにサクラは任せられない。
Ah.
意に反しますが、ここで命を終えなさい。
I cannot trust you with Sakura. Everything grows faint. So close. Oh, so close. Now I hang in the air, listening to the merciless sound of my bones being crushed. Damn, but what does that mean? Trust you with Sakura. Alright, we got another Tiger Dojo. 544? 45. It's probably the time. Hero died. Tiger Dojo.
はーい、みんな元気？
What the fuck is that? Is that construction?
風船虚しくゲットしちゃったみんなを救う
Why is it shaking?
タイガー道場です。なんか揺れてね。タイガー道場は我々が占拠した。
You kicked me out. Oh, I feel like all these endings are now connecting to each other. At first it was like, yeah, Ilya's not here. And then the next one it's like, yeah, Ilya's not here because she's waiting outside. And the next one was like, oh, Ilya's here, but I kicked her out again. And now Ilya's like, I'm coming back inside.
タイガーおとなしく武装解除しろ。この声は元弟子1号。一体何事よ。
Nani? Oh god, it's red. Whoa! It's a tank? Oh god, it's Berserk Tank!
ティガー
Okay.
見たかタイガー、これが我が軍の秘密兵器よ。準備よーし、目標タイガー道場。
Uh-oh.
ハッシュ撃てー。
Fire! Uh-oh.
チェストー。
Did she fucking hit a... I don't even know if she hit a missile or like a shell or like the actual tank.
あれ？
What? The tank's destroyed. Tiger's on a different level.
ティガーが第三ゲルゲル帝国払い下げのティガーが
A third Gerger Empire, no!
私もびっくりしている。
I didn't know I was so strong.
ところでイリア上等兵、戦車で乗り込んでくるとはちょっと本気で驚いたぞ。
師匠をびっくりさせようと思ってちょっと無理したの。私ってお茶ね。
What?
殺すぞ。
ありがとうござい
Us? Oh my god, I haven't heard the us in so long.
わかればよろしい。本来ならもうちょっとこのネタで引っ張るところであるが、めんどくさいので再入門は許す。
This joke has gone on for too long.
本当ですか？
本当も本当よ。タイガー道場
Oh,
残
it's still
り12
12 episodes. Wow.
私一人じゃ持たないわ。というか野放しにしたら次はなんで攻め込んでくるか分かったもんじゃないし。
レギュラーゲット。けどあと12回って何気に多くね。シロそんなに
Yes,
殺されるの？
Shirou dies a lot.
ああ。
You bet he
殺
does.
されるのよこれが。何しろシロ死亡率はこのルートが一番高いんだから。
Well, spoiler, we're gonna die a lot.
それも割と悪趣味に。イリアちゃんがスプラッタなのに対し、今回はホラー風味なのよね。
You gotta up your game.
へえ、なんか性格出てるな。
そうなの。だからシロも選択肢には気をつけなさい。
Joke's on you, I'm trying to
今
die.
回のデッドエンドはセイバーちゃんがいなくなったっていうのに一人で戦おうとしたせいね。
True.
ダメよシロ。相手は怪物ばっかりなんだから、せめて盾になる怪物と手を組まないと。
Team up with the
気
monster.
は乗らないだろうけど、選択肢に戻ってリーにお願いしなくっちゃ。
けどその後の選択肢には要注意よ。相手の言いなりになるだけっていうのも男としてどうかと思うわ。
その通りす師匠。嫌なことは嫌と言える。決断力あふれるシ
Be decisive.
そういうこと。それじゃあまた次のタイガー道場で。9日目はタイガー道場が4つもあるから気をつけて選択してね。
What day are we on? Oh shit. We are currently on day 9. Oh my god. We're gonna die that many times. Oh my god.
ロ。じゃあまたね。
Atane. Alright, we gotta go back to the most recent decision point, which is talking to Tosaka. I can't do this alone, I need your help! I have to decide what I'm gonna do next. I chose to keep fighting. Doken Mato, an assassin. The Black Shadow roaming the town. Masters fighting each other over the Holy Grail. I decide to stop it all. I decide I'd stop it all, even if I lost Saber. This is not the time to worry about appearances. I need Tosaka's help if I want to prevent any further victims.
トサカ、俺はセイバーを失ってレイジもなくなった。ならもうマスターじゃなくなったんだよな。
そうね。肝心なことを忘れてた。エミヤ君はもうマスターじゃない。聖杯戦争に関わる必要はなくなって、他のマスターに狙われる危険も薄れたわ。
そうだな。俺が聖杯を欲しがったのはセイバーが必要だと言ったからだ。セイバーがいなくなった今、聖杯に興味はない。
そう。それじゃあ、あなたはもう戦わない？
Tosaka's eyes are stoic. She asked me the question as a master, evenly and without letting her emotions cloud it. It's a warning, not a question. This is my last chance. Giving me a fair warning that it isn't too late to turn back. But my answer was decided long ago. I'm going to remember how considerate she was for asking me.
そんなわけないだろう。マスターでなくなっても戦いからは降りない。俺は戦いを止めるために戦うって決めたんだから。
そう。なら私たちの関係も続行ってことね。お互い敵同士だけど、とりあえずあの影を倒すまで休戦状態ってことで。
Huh? Tosaka smiles suddenly. She's like, yeah, I'm glad you left before I got to finish talking last time, Shirou. Her stokedness from a moment ago turns to friendliness, as if something nice just happened. She's like, yes, one less competitor, one more ally. Woo! That's fine, I guess. It's not like I know why.
ちょっと待った。敵同士ってどうしてだよ。俺はもうマスターじゃないんだぞ。トサカといがみ合う理由はないだろう。
Did she say we're enemies? Oh, we're mutual enemies. Okay. Yeah.
何言ってるのよ。サーバントとレイジュが亡くなったからって あなたがセーバーのマスターだったことに変わりはないでしょ。曲がりなりにも聖杯に選ばれたエミヤ君には最後まで聖杯を手に入れる資格がある。無力化したところで競争相手であることに変わりはないわ。
You could get more command spells somehow.
そうなの
Sometimes.
か。俺に聖杯を手に入れる気がないとしても。
そんなの状況次第でしょ。もし聖杯が手に入る状況になってエミヤ君もどうしても聖杯が必要になってしまって仕方なく聖杯を使うってこともありえない話じゃないわ。
Dude, he's gonna do the Dragon Ball and wish for panties.
無欲な人間ってのはね、無欲だからこそ自分以外のものに引きずられるんだし。
That is true.
遠坂、それは考えすぎだ。仮に聖杯が必要になったとしても俺が聖杯を手に入れられるわけないじゃないか。
だからもしもの話けど可能性はゼロじゃないわ。だからそういうことを踏まえて敵同士だって言ってるの。マスターで亡くなった魔術師が教会に逃げ込むのだってそのためよ。サーバントを失ったからって他のマスターにとってみれば目障りな邪魔者なんだから。そのあたりエミヤ君も気をつけて行動なさい。
Damn, I didn't know I was
あ
that
なたを
popular.
殺したがってるのは造剣だけじゃないんだから。
その忠告はありがたく受け取っとくけど。
Not happy about still being enemies with her.
何よ難しそうな顔しちゃって。私と敵同士なんて今まで通りでしょ。なのに困ることなんてあるの？
I'm just making a contingency for in case if you happen to get command spells again and you're part of the competition again. Just saying.
それじゃ遠坂の力を借りられないじゃないか。
He freezes. Osaka stares at me like she's just seen a ghost.
私の力を借りるってなんで？
なんでも何も俺一人じゃ無理なんだ。聖杯戦争を止めるってことは他のマスターを倒すってことだろ。
But I guess we're
俺
enemies.
にはそれだけの力がない。情けないのは分かってる。けどなりふり構っていられない。俺にできることは少なくて、その中で一番いい方法がこれなんだと思う。
I guess I'll just have to talk to Ilya instead.
だから遠坂と敵同士にはなれない。遠坂とは休戦するんじゃなくて協力者として助力してほしいんだ。
And she's like, what?
ちょっと正気？エミヤ君。
正気だよ。俺は協力者としては力不足でお前の足手まといになるかもしれ
Oh,
ない。
he's saying that they're not on equal footing anymore, so truce doesn't actually make sense.
お前には俺と手を組むメリットがないし、俺にだってお前に返すものがない。
Tolsaka's just saying like these are just semantics, man.
そうだな。普通こんな協力関係は成り立たない。
なんだ分かってるじゃない。あなたの言う通り魔術の基本は等価交換よ。元手がないやつに物を貸すことはできないし、釣り合わない技術者に手を貸すこともできない。そんなの本人のためにもならないってあなたでも知ってるでしょ。今までは休戦状態だったから相談に乗ってたけど、協力関係となると話は別よ。協力し合うってことは仲間ってことで、そうなったら報酬だって山分けにしなくちゃならないんだから。
ああけどそれを承知で頼む。俺に手を貸してくれ遠坂。この借りは生きている限り必ず返す。
生きてる限りって。
I'm gonna
あなたね
die. I get die at least 4 times in day 9. I know what a burden I'd be to her, but Tolsaka's the most reliable person I know. If she's the one who gets a Holy Grail, I can trust that nothing will go wrong. She's the only one I can think of helping win as a master.
遠坂、答えを聞かせてくれ。
I meet her eyes.
そんなの決まってるじゃない。マスターじゃないやつと組んでも私は。
Oh, she's being all
遠
tsundere.
坂、
だからそんな風に言われても手助けなんてできないし、そもそも
遠坂、
Tolsaka.
それじゃあまるで
Tolsaka.
ちゃんとした契約みたいじゃない。
There it is. Tolsaka makes a show of looking down.
ああもう分かったわよ。それじゃあ交換条件。
He shoots a hard gaze right back at me.
交換条件ってどんな？
交換条件は交換条件よ。これは立派な契約だもの。だから 今から言うことを守れるなら考えてあげないこともないわ。
遠坂、さっきも言ったけど、俺今遠坂に返
What
せ
do
る
you
ものは
want from me? You want my other lunch?
いいから聞く。
分かった、とりあえず聞く。
よし、じゃあ一つ目、協力関係になるのはいいけど、その場合私の言うことはちゃんと守る？戦いになった時、どんな指示でも文句言わない？
Oh wow, we actually have like series of questions and conditions. Okay. So according to the flowchart, there are actually some lasting consequences with some of these decisions. So I'm just gonna answer the ones I wouldn't do and then the ones I would do. The first, no.
断る。絶対っていうのは多分無理だ。
あのね、一問目でいきなりそう来るなんて何様よあんた。
Here on the flowchart, you can see this actually. Huh. All right. Never mind.
だってそうだろう。あくまで例えばの話だけど、どう見ても無茶な作戦とか提示されたら困る。
そんなヘマはしないわよ。そう見えたとしたら、それはエミヤ君の理解が足りないの。まあいいわ。じゃあ納得できる作戦なら従うってことね。
ああ、それなら守れる。
All plans that you can accept. Okay.
それじゃあ2つ目、私が信頼した分、私を信用できる？どんなことになっても、どんなひどいことになっても裏切らない？
Can you trust me? Yeah.
そう。それじゃあエミヤ君はこれから私に絶対服従ってことでいいわけね。
No. Let's look at says something ominous. Sounds like a question, but clearly, like hell I will. I have no choice. So this is actually one of the choices that will affect things. So I'm gonna go back and make some different choices. So apparently here, if you click yes, I'm just gonna click no, so see what it
そ
is.
れじゃあ2つ目。
Oh, okay, it
私
just
が信
skips a
頼
whole
した
bunch of
分、
stuff.
私を
But you
信用できる？
actually get a Tosaka
どん
point
な
if
こ
you
と
do
になっ
that.
ても、どんなひどいことになっ
So
て
that's
も
kind of
裏切らない？
interesting. We'll skip that part. And here, if you say no, so you won't betray me no matter how bad things are, I might betray you.
裏切らないのは当然だが、最後のは頷けない。どんなひどいことになってもって、どんなひどいことだよ。
そんなの決まってるじゃない。死ぬか死ぬ一歩手前のことよ。エミヤ君は元手がないんだから、それぐらいの覚悟は必要でしょ。それとも何？空手で私と取引しようなんて都合のいいこと言うの？
Things are a little bit complicated. I don't know if I want to do all this.
痛いところをつくな、遠坂。
Actually, before continuing, I would like to point out, yep, you also get a Tosaka point here. So if you choose the path that leads straight here and then here, then you get 2 Tosaka points. All right.
当然でしょ。こっちだって遊びじゃないんだから。
This isn't a game, it's a
それ
visual
ぐらいの
novel.
覚悟を見せてもらわないと割が合わないわ。
オッケー、分かった。
I'm the
なんとか
best.
善処する。
And now it's the absolute obedience one. So like I said, this is the one that will actually have some relatively big consequences. So, I'm actually gonna, this might sound weird, I'm gonna stop here for today. I'll leave this here so that you can observe the choices and decide which one's the best. But I have been recording for like an hour and 40 minutes. Once again, this freaking part took so long. I did not expect finishing off this day to take so long, but did. But now we've done a lot of choices, but a lot of these choices didn't actually take too much time, other than, you know, going here and dying. But yeah, next time we'll decide whether or not we want to partner up with Tosaka or become her absolutely willing accomplice. So yeah, we'll continue this part next time. Until then, I will be seeing you. See ya!